Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Mrs. Tao here. So glad to be back in this couch talking to you guys because I love you so much. I miss you so much. On the 21st of March, which is in a few days, I'm actually turning 28. A whole 28 years of living. It seems a bit crazy. I feel very young. But yeah, 28 is still young. But yeah, I did reflect on a few things that I've learned so far in life. And today I'll be sharing 28 things that I've learned in 28 years. So the first thing that I have is be kind to yourself. I learned that it is so important to be kind to yourself because so many times we're just so hard on ourselves. We're just so hard on our targets and where we are and where everyone else is and where we should be, such things. I actually realized that it's important to be kind and to be gentle with your own self. And just to add to that, my second thing on the list is forgive yourself. Guys, no one is perfect. You will definitely make mistakes. You will definitely do things that are meant to teach you better. You will definitely not know sometimes what to do. And yeah, in the process of learning and just doing life, you need to learn to forgive yourself as you go. And third on my list is to be kind to others as well. So as much as we're all going through a lot in life, it's important for you to also realize that it's not just you going through that journey. Everyone else is fighting a battle. Very different battles indeed, but everyone else is going through something. So it's important for us to really just be kind to each other. The fourth one, forgive people. I think this is very important. I've actually realized its power in my own life. It's so important for you to forgive people because you're not just forgiving them, but you helping yourself as well. You're just taking off that load that you carry day in, day out. In fact, do forgive people just as you would want to be forgiven as well. So it's quite important. So that's my point number 4. And then the fifth one that I realized, and it was actually one of my goals last year when I turned 27, is to do more of the things that make you happy. So in life, there's the things that we have to do, that have to be done, but in you doing day-to-day life, don't forget to do more of the things that make you happy. So find things that are good for you and make you happy outside of anyone's influence and do more of those things. And the sixth point is protect your space and your peace. So this is very important as well. In life, as much as I said we must love people, be kind and forgive them, it's also very good to know that as much as you've forgiven them, do protect your space when you do realize that certain people will always hurt you again and again. When you do realize that certain spaces are just not good for you. So it's not just about people. Protecting your space is also just your space and your peace. Is also just making sure that you're not in environments that leave you feeling more drained. You're not exposing yourself to environments that make you feel so bad afterwards about yourself. You're not exposing yourself to environments that leave you to doubt yourself, your self-worth. And you're not exposing yourself to people who actually don't just give you love, So now we are doing the 7th one. And the 7th one here for me is simply just live, Just live life. I always say this to my husband, just live a little, And for me, that really just means just be in the moment. Just learn to sometimes enjoy the simple moments of life. Enjoy being in that moment, experiencing that moment, and just let your guard down and just leave, So it's important to just have those moments where I sometimes call them downtime, where I just relax and I just enjoy myself. And yeah, it's really, really good for your soul. The 8th one is love. Yes, guys, allow yourself to fall in love. Allow yourself to fall in love. I know sometimes we go through so much in life that it becomes hard to love again or to love wholeheartedly again. But you need to learn to allow yourself to give love another chance. Allow yourself to give love one more try. Love is the most beautiful thing ever in life, and I think we all deserve to experience love, and we need to get to that point where no matter what has happened in your life, tell yourself that, you know what, I actually deserve a fair chance in love. So, love. And following from that, my 9th one is marry your best friend. Marry your best friend. Oh my gosh. For me, that's one of the best decisions that I did make in my life, which was to marry someone that is my best friend, someone that I want to do life with every day, someone that I want to share the highs and the lows, the good, the bad, someone I actually don't have to have much to enjoy their presence. That guy that you get along with, that's your husband. Okay, I'm kidding, but yeah, you get the gist. Marry your best friend. So and the 10th one, travel the world. Travel the world. Guys, traveling opens your eyes to so much. When I say travel the world, yes, we all want to go to Paris and London, but sometimes we can't go there. But start somewhere. If you're in South Africa, go to Cape Town if you're not in Cape Town. Go to Mpumalanga if you haven't been there. I don't know, go to Durban, go to Nice now. We have beautiful places in PE. And then my 11th and 12th one is 11. Allow yourself to cry. So many times we remain so strong because that's who we are. But you need to allow yourself to have vulnerable moments, whether just alone in the presence of God, or alone with someone that you really trust. Because sometimes you need to go through the pain and release it to become better. Which takes me to my next one. Smile. Smile, be happy, enjoy. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being happy in your life. This takes me to the next one. Pray. Guys, prayer is so important. It's so important to be able to pray in all seasons of your life. Pray when things are going well. Pray when things are not going well. Pray when things are just neutral. Say thank you, say please. Just fellowship with God, and a spiritual life is so important. I always say I can't pour from an empty place. So if I'm empty, if my inside and my spiritual person is dying and is empty, I have nothing to offer the world. So now we are in number 14. Number 14 is believe in yourself, know your worth, and what you bring to the table. This is also something that I learned, especially when I started working. I realized that sometimes in the workplace, we think we've been done a favor. You think you have the job because you've been lucky, right? Yes, you're definitely blessed to have the job, but you got the job because you are the right person. Definitely always believe in yourself. Believe in yourself in all environments, because you are there because you deserve to be there. So number 15 is don't be afraid to try. As cliche as it sounds, you never know until you try. So many times we don't go for opportunities, we don't go for things that we've always desired because we're afraid to try. But I truly have learned to do things while I'm scared. I've learned to do it while my knees are shaking. I've learned to speak while my voice is trembling. I've learned to knock on that door while my heart is pounding. I've learned to give things a try. Number 16, failure is not the end, but the process. Trust the process. In us giving things more tries, in us being more open to trying, we need to also know that we will definitely fail. We will definitely fail along the way. In fact, everyone has failed at some point in their lives, and if you haven't, you will fail at some point. Failure is part of life. Failure is there for you to learn, to become better, to become wiser, and to do better going forward. So don't fear failure, but always try to learn from the failure. Number 17 is standing up for yourself. This is something that I had to learn, very critical. I had to learn to stand up for myself. I had to learn to speak up for myself. I needed to learn to represent myself better in situations where I feel like I wasn't given fair representation. And that is life. You need to be able to speak for yourself, speak for who you are, and vouch for yourself first before you expect people to vouch for you. Number 18, know when to give it all to God. So this is linked to number 17 in a way of standing up for yourself and fighting certain battles. You also need to know when those battles are not for you to fight. So in life, there are two types of battles. The ones that need you to become stronger and to fight and to just stand up for what you stand for. And some actually need you to just walk away and just say, God, this I give to you. This is for you to take care of. Number 19, start with what you have in your hands. Start where you are. So many times we have so many dreams, but we think we must have R1 million for us to start that business idea. We must have this and that person's contact for this business idea to work out, as an example. But we're not open to saying, okay, this is the R1 million idea that I have. It offers 5 services, but I can start with only one. And as I grow in this one, I'll eventually branch into the others. So in life, you must always know that you won't start big. You won't always just go for what you want to go for completely. Sometimes you need to be humble and start where you are, as long as you know that you're working towards something. And the next one is always continue to develop yourself. This is also very important. And development is not just professional in the sense of a classroom setting. Development is all round. Always be open-minded, always be willing to learn. Have a mindset of learning. You can never be too old to learn. You never stop learning in life. 21 is also linked to number 20. It says learn from others. Learning from others is quite broad. This is not in the sense of formal mentorship. It's a sense of every day you're surrounded by people that you can learn from. You can learn from your mom, for example. There's certain things that your mom should. Number 22, have a mentor. So for me, having a mentor is very important. But you must also play your part. You must be intentional about mentorship. You must be intentional in the sense of you know what you want to get from this person. So if you've recognized Mrs. Tal as your mentor or as a potential mentor, you must know very well from the onset, what do you want to learn from her? What do you think she can teach you? And be intentional about making effort to meet up, to do calls, or whatever way you guys will be communicating. Be intentional about sticking to that and respecting the person's time. Have faith in God. That is my number 23. It's very important to know that in everything, we can put all controls and all plans in place, but we must have faith in God. This leads to my next one. Have a plan and have a vision. Have a plan and write the plan down. Have a plan for your life. So know where you want to get in the next 5 years. Know the type of person you want to be. How do you want to be remembered? The type of person you want to be remembered for. What do you want to add in this life? What value do you want to add? Maybe just by answering those 3 questions, it will give you a clear indication of what you're working towards. And then you can get specific into the nitty-gritties of how you're going to get there. Be open-minded. That's my number 25. In you having a plan, you must be open-minded. You must know that some opportunities will come along the way. It doesn't mean because my plan was ABC, I cannot evaluate opportunity D. I must always be open-minded to things that come along the way. And find beauty in curveballs. That's number 26. So number 26 basically is in you having this plan and you being flexible and open-minded to changes that come along the way. Some changes will not always be good. Some changes will basically be curveballs in your life. They will seem like not so good, but it's all about perspective. You must always be able to see some beauty in those not so good changes. I'll give you an example. I lost my parents at the age of 10, 12. That's both my parents. Trust me, it was the most painful experience in my life. You'll know this if you've watched some of my videos. But my perspective right now is saying, God, I understand why I had to go through that, because I wouldn't be the type of person that I am today. The way I had to grow up, the pace I had to grow up and mature, the type of decisions I had to make up from a very young age, and the type of impact that I'm able to have now in people's lives, specifically through things such as mentorship, through this channel, for example. I'm able to share my testimony and help, even if it's just one person. That's perspective. That's me just saying, I've had curveballs in my life, but there's definitely some beauty that came out of it. And this is very important. Number 27, allow God to be God in your life. Remember I said have a plan, have a mentor, all of those things, and I said have faith in God. The reason for that is at the end of the day, you will have this vision and this plan, but we know there's one master plan. Before you were in your mother's womb, I knew you. God only has good plans for your life. It means already there's a master plan. There's an overarching plan over the plan that you have for your life. So in you doing life, you must always allow God to be God at the end of the day. Allow Him to give you direction. Allow Him to redirect you if He has to your purpose, to your calling, to who you meant to be. And then lastly, be yourself. That is the best person you can be. This is the most important one for me, because I needed to learn that it doesn't get better than me for me. It doesn't get better than me for me. I cannot be better than who I am. I cannot be better than who I'm created to be. I cannot be anyone else but who I am. And you know what? I am more powerful when I am myself. I am more genuine and more authentic and more impactful as a result when I am myself. And the best person you can be is yourself, because no one else can be that. Always be yourself. That's the best version of the person you can be. Love you so much, guys. This is what I've learned in my 28 years of life. Even if it's just one pointer that you got today, I hope it helped you. Love you guys so